So who's this kid? All right, this is. You're gonna have to show me his real name. I can't remember his real name. But do you guys remember the Doge employee that went by the name of Big Balls? You remember
Yeah,
that?
that's him.
Like, and everybody like lost their mind over it. This is that kid. That kid that went by the code name Big Balls on Team Doge is the one that stepped in.
Edward Corstein.
Okay,
is his
now
real
thank
name.
you,
Edward.
thank you, Edward. So let's go to the photo of him again. All right, and I want everybody to take a good look at this. First of all, let me say this: this kid's a hero, man.
100%.
This kid,
100%.
I've heard reports of 8 people like trying to mug and attack this woman, and this kid, look at him, he's a kid, steps in there, he gets his butt kicked. Now that's just the truth, and because there's 8 on 1, but he saved this woman in the process. Can we get some American flags? Because that's what a hero looks like. Look, we were just talking the other day. A bunch of people in the chat said, why would I jump in and get mugged by all these other people? Remember we had this huge spinoff talking about, well, because that's called, being a man is what it's called.
100%.
And this is what being a man looks like. Putting your personal safety aside to do what is right. Putting your personal safety aside to step in and protect someone who is weaker than you or more vulnerable than you. Let's get those American flags going. That's not enough. Let's go. This is what a hero looks like. We talk about it all the time. And look here. This is Gen Z or Gen Z, I believe, or Gen
Yeah,
Alpha.
he's like 19 or 20.
Okay.
Like,
why are we letting these kids pick up the pace where the current adults in the situation won't do it? Why?
Do they have a description of the people who were assaulting him? I mean,
Dude,
not that it make any difference. A thug is a thug. I'm just
the fact that they didn't release it immediately makes me pretty positive what they may have been like. But again, this is what a real hero looks like, and I salute you, my friend. I got to work with the Doge team a good bit while at the Pentagon, and man, I mean, you find out who you really are when those moments really happen. And man, did this kid do it. All right. So Elon,
100%.
Elon's come out in support of President Trump federalizing DC after a Doge team member known as Big Balls stepped into to stop a violent assault on a woman, then getting brutally beaten himself. Quote, "It is time to federalize DC." Quote, "A Doge team member saw what was happening, ran to defend her, and was severely beaten to the point of concussion, but he did save her." Ladies and gentlemen, that is, again,
sheepdog stuff right there.
Go
baby.
back to his photo there. And I want everybody, this is why you need to hit the like button, hit the share button so people see this. That is what a hero looks like. It's not somebody with a cape. It's not all this other stuff. No, it is a young man who sees something wrong and he steps in. It is a man. That is what a man is. A man is someone who forgets about his own safety. He knew, he had to have known in that moment, it probably ain't going to go well for me. 1 on 8 is what I'm hearing. Now, again, I haven't seen official police reports or anything, but I'm hearing upwards of 8 people were involved in this, and 1 kid. And he's not a kid. He's an adult. I get it. But when you get the age he's a kid. All right? He's a kid. And he jumped in and he did what most grown men won't do. So God bless you. God bless you for it, my friend.
Let's go back here and talk for a second, because this occurred to me last night. Like, so me and Kendra are eating out. We're eating at a restaurant last night, and this is like my favorite time of the year because the Little League World Series is on. I love watching kids play baseball. Like, I really do. But have you seen American 12-year-olds? Like, compared to when we were 12 years old. All right, me and Graham both. Me and Graham were talking about this pre-show, like playing football in high school. When I was 12 years old, I was like 4 foot something. I might have weighed 80 pounds. Every kid that come up to bat last night, they're 12, 6 foot, 6'1", 185 pounds. That's not a kid. That's a grown man right there. I mean, that is a grown man. So, like, I'm sorry. I don't know what we need to do as far as like charging minors versus charging them as adults. But listen, dude, if you're 15 years old and you're 6'2", 200 pounds, No.
I also want to talk about the irony that it was the techie kid, the tech kid that didn't pull his phone out to catch it on video so he could have a viral clip.
Yeah.
I just think the irony of it all to remind us of how far we've fallen as a country and a society, to where our younger generation now is reminding us what it means to actually be a man. I think it's a great thing.
Dude,
God bless you, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start a business, Graham. We're gonna develop a new LLC, and we're just gonna call it the Redneck Coalition Protection Group, and where you can go to a website and you can just find a local redneck down here on the South, hire them to come up and hang out with you for a few months and deal with these peckerwoods that want to start stuff.
Well, and we're going to go to Jesse Waters, did a segment on it here, but I will say this. Dude, you lived up to your name. Big balls.
100%.
100% lived up to your name. Again, let's get some American flags in the chat for what a hero actually looks like. This is Jesse Waters talking about it. Let's go.
Fox News alert. The infamous Doge Lieutenant Big Balls was just jumped in D.C. by up to a dozen gang members. Viewer warning, the image we're about to show you is bloody. Elon Musk says Edward Korestein, known as Big Balls, was assaulted after trying to stop a gang from assaulting a woman in her car. The woman's now safe, but Korestein is left with a concussion. The president reacted earlier today. Watch.
Somebody from Doge was very badly hurt last night. You saw that. A young man who was beat up by a bunch of thugs in D.C. And either they're going to straighten their act out in terms of government and in terms of protection, or we're going to have to federalize and run it the way it's supposed to be run.
Correct.
Random attacks and robberies, nothing new in D.C. We've seen elected officials, government employees, even Biden's granddaughter become victims of the Capitol. If they don't secure the city, Trump will.
All right. So again, I asked the question: is it time to federalize D.C.? Comment yes or no.
Has
I want
to be, dude.
I want to bring up Edwards or Eddie, however he goes by it, one more time. I want to bring up his photo. One more time, and I just want to have it there. Oh, it's already on the screen.
Yeah, it's already there.
We oftentimes glamorize what it means to be a hero. We oftentimes glamorize it as somebody that comes in, saves the damsel in distress, and vanquishes the evil and all this other kind of stuff. But more often than not, it is someone who is willing to forget about their own safety. I mean, let's be honest. If Jesse Waters' report is right, it was a dozen people. He probably could have died.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For real.
Look, I don't care how bad you think you are. 1 on 12?
That's a no-win situation right there.
That is a zero-win situation. And this kid, or excuse me, I should quit calling him a kid, because this actual man is what this is.
Yeah, there you go.
This is an actual man. Stepped in to save a woman from, as reported by Fox News, up to a dozen thugs. And he stepped in the middle and admittedly got his face beat in for it. But he still did it. And that is the thing that I think that we have lost in this country, is if good men are not willing to put themselves in harm's way, if good men are unwilling to do anything, then what is the point? I think it's a powerful story. I don't think it's getting enough traction.
100%.
I know it got some traction yesterday afternoon. I don't think it's gotten enough traction, because this is what we need more of. And I look, that may be controversial to say, but it's true. This evil and this crime and everything, it's not going to stop unless good people are willing to step in. Because if the criminals continue to believe, oh, them white boys, them people ain't going to do nothing, nobody's going to do anything. They're just going to film us so they can get on World Star or get a viral video. Nobody's going to do nothing.